What's up, pre-PTs, and welcome back to another video on how to stand out in your physical therapy school application in 3 minutes or less.
Yeah, it's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the...
Now, this video might be a little longer than 3 minutes. If so, just let me have this one, all right? Because this needs to be said. This needs to be talked about because we're going to talk about how to use your GPA, the dreaded GPA, to stand out in your application. Because this is important because oftentimes this is the elephant in the room when it comes to pre-PT applications. Because it's like, hey, can't I just watch the essay video and that'll help me stand out, right? I don't want to work on my GPA. I can get in with my experiences, right? I don't want to work on my GPA. I'm going to do something else. I don't want to. But in reality, this is what the schools really care about. We might not care about it. We might not see the value in it, but the schools do. And you're trying to get into the schools, so you got to give them what they want. You got to play their game, right? Because, hey, we're in their court. So don't run from it. We have to address this head on and fix the problem to stand out, because that's what they care about. Because put it like this, right? Let's just say a girl is really into, or her type is short guys with glasses who gives pre-PT advice and wears red pre-PT grind gear. That's her type, right? But let's just say a guy who's 6'4", 200 pounds, has some football experience, tries to talk to her. And all he talks about is, hey, I played semi-pro here. I used to be in college. I played this position. I did that. If that's not her type, if that's not what she likes, that's not going to pique her interest. That's not going to be appealing to her. That's not going to stand out to her. She's going to be like, all right, well, that's nice. Good to know. Like, that's not going to appeal to her. But as pre-PTs, that feels like that's what we do to schools. They're like, yeah, I'm really into, most schools, not all the schools, of course, just go with me here. Some schools are like, hey, we really like to see some progress in GPAs. We like to see this number of GPA, right? And us as pre-PTs, we're like, yeah, but look at my essay. Yeah, but look at my experiences, or I have 3,000 hours. GPA, whatever. And they're like, that's nice. It's good to know, but what about this? What I care about? What about your GPA? What about your GRE scores? What about your progress over the last 2 years? What about that? Oh, yeah. That's not going to stand out to them. That's not going to be impressive like you want it to be. What's really going to be impressive is if you play the game that they're trying to play. Is if you give them what they want. That's what's going to make you stand out, because that's what they care about. If you show them, oh, you care about GPA? Oh, all right. Let me work on my GPA. Let me make sure I give you what you care about. And then they'll be like, oh, man, you went from a 3-point whatever to a 3-point whatever. You went from this many A's to that many A's. You retook this and you did that. Wow, impressive. Because that's what you want them to say, right? Oh, wow, look at that, impressive. But that's only going to happen if you make sure you give them what they want. And for a majority of schools, they want a certain GPA. Does it range on the spectrum? Yes, of course. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments like, oh, what's the lowest school? For what schools take the lowest GPA? What schools take the highest? All that stuff, that's fine. You can go to our GPA data report. I'll probably put it in the description below, or you can go to our Instagram and find it in our link in the bio and all that stuff. And you can see that. That's great. You can use it. But at the same time, most of the schools, you're going to have to make sure that you're worried about it and that you're playing the game they want you to play, and be like, all right, you want to play that game? Let's go. I'll show you I can play that game. So this is some tough love. I don't mind giving you guys tough love, because this is really what's going to make that difference and move that needle how you want it to move, so you can stand out. So this is probably one of the more important videos of how to stand out in your PT school application. So I don't know if this is 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but I wanted to make sure that I got the point across that a huge way that you can stand out is just by facing that problem, facing that elephant in the room head on and tackling it and giving the schools what they want, so that you can be, oh, impressive. He did this. She did this. She got 4 A's compared to the first 2 semesters. She only got 2 B's, whatever. That's what's going to make that huge difference. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of time. Some people may have to take a gap year or a year off, retake some classes. All that's fine. I had to do it too. I had to reapply to PT school. I was rejected the first time. So you're not alone. So many other people have. If that's you, don't get discouraged. Just be like, okay, all right, these are the cards I've been dealt. This is how I have to play the game. All right, I'll play it, I'll prove to them, and I'll get in, I'll be impressive to them that way. So don't run from it, face it head on, fight it back, show them you can play the game, and that's going to be probably one of the biggest ways that you can be impressive to them. So probably not 3 minutes or less, but hopefully it's what a lot of you needed to hear, and I hope that helps somebody. Like, subscribe, tag, share this out so we can help so many other pre-PTs get into PT school just like you.